Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central Quick Start Guides. Fairly quick, fairly concise guides going over a hero's strengths and weaknesses, as well as when to play them, and what they work well against. Today we are going over Sombra.
Sombra is a mobile offense hero with disabling and harassing capabilities. Sombra's weapon is the machine pistol, which has a slight spread and is effective on short to medium range, functions like a hit scan weapon, and deals medium damage. Sombra is mostly good at disrupting and disabling enemies, and by doing that securing small but many advantages for her team, setting them up for team fights and flanks. Her passive ability is Opportunist, revealing any critically injured enemies through walls. Next is her Thermoptic Camo, which essentially is an invisibility and speed boost ability, allowing for Sombra to travel around the map quickly with silent footsteps. But she is revealed whenever she takes damage. Sombra's other mobility ability is the Translocator, a grenade-like deployable that can be teleported to within a set amount of time of it being thrown. On to the next ability, Hack, the iconic Sombra ability that allows you to hack a hero, a health pack, or Torbjorn's turret. This disables a hero's ability and displays information about them for a short amount of time, will disable the turret temporarily, and will make a health pack unavailable to the enemy, whilst lowering its cooldown for Sombra and her allies. Finally, Sombra's ultimate is the EMP. This works just like the hack, but in an AoE around Sombra. It does also disable health types such as shield HP.
So Sombra's pros are as followed. She is an incredibly mobile hero, not just when it comes to being able to move through the map quickly and frequently with her stealth, but her translocator allows her to travel vertically as well. Because of her translocator, she also has a backup plan if things start to go south. She can teleport out of the action more than likely onto a health pack, set herself up again with the translocator, and then rinse and repeat the process. Her hack means that she can interrupt and cause grief for heroes that really rely on their cooldowns, and not only that, she can make use out of the health packs and control certain areas on maps for her team. Her ultimate destroys all shields and barriers in range and also stops enemies from using their abilities for a short period of time, very similar to the hack. This means that if you can catch the whole enemy team in your ultimate, your team can really take advantage and hopefully pick them off quickly.
Sombra is extremely reliant on her abilities and will be extremely vulnerable if they are on cooldown or not used with proper planning. Her main issue is as an offense character that she can't actually deal a lot of damage. Her main weapon's DPS is very low in comparison to the other offense heroes, and because of this she struggles when focused down and has to have a translocator in a good spot for a reliable escape, as the invisibility is not good enough for running away from an enemy. She's definitely not the type of hero that can wipe a team on her own and has to rely on setting up her own team and getting the occasional pick instead.
Now for heroes that you should be aiming to take down a Sombra. Reinhardt can easily be scared off if you can get the hack or EMP on him. His lack of shield, charge, earth shatter and fire strike means that he's just a walking swiping hammer. And not only does he risk taking a lot of damage himself, but he also leaves his team open for damage as well with his shield going down. Zenyatta doesn't really have the defensive or mobility options to get away from Sombra if she shows up and goes, hello, so he has to really rely on his aim and pick her off before she swats you to death. But yeah, there are no real super intense counters, but again, that's not really how Sombra plays.
Sombra has a few heroes that can give her a very hard time. Winston and D.Va are two that are tanky enough to engage Sombra with ease, as Sombra can't deal enough damage to counter either effectively. Her mobility is also not good enough to get away from the scientist nor Korean. Soldier is very strong against Sombra as well, for a number of reasons. His heal allows him to survive through the moderate damage that Sombra can throw out, and he'll be able to throw down the heal in time even if hacked. He also has the Helix rocket at his disposal, which can help with bursting Sombra as she comes out of Invis. May's primary weapon is perfect for preventing a Sombra from going into Invis, and the only thing Sombra can do to not get frozen is to translocate. If the translocator is not placed, May can pick up an easy kill. And finally, a better Sombra can shut another Sombra down if their positional game is stronger. For more information on counters, do check out our Sombra Denied video on screen now.
Playing Sombra can be done across all game modes really, but due to her offensive playstyle she is generally better at attacking, especially on hybrid and payload maps where we prefer her. It is possible to defend and still be effective as Sombra, as you can constantly harass the backline and teleport out into safety. Sombra also loves a good control game as well. Her ability to control health packs at certain points of a map and deal with close quarter skirmishes gives her the good opportunity to hold areas and harass the enemy team. Do be careful though if running her on control, as a lot of damage tends to be thrown around and it can take you out of invis pretty quickly, so don't run into chokes basically.
Now onto some quick tips for Sombra. First up is a tip around the territorial battle that Sombra is constantly having with the enemy team. Her HP pack hacking is incredibly important, and when you've hacked any, you want to be playing around them. Near them, you have an advantage that the enemy don't, so make good use of it. Another solid tip is to learn to keep track of your cooldowns naturally, getting into the rhythm of planning and executing in a way that allows you to have as little downtime as possible, essentially min-maxing the hero as a whole. This is something you will learn to do over time, but do constantly remind yourself of which heroes are in the backline of the enemy team, if they're worth taking out, and which abilities of yours are available and not. Let's finish off with some simple yet useful translocator tips. First off, you can throw the translocator and teleport to it when you're invisible without revealing yourself at all. On top of this, we advise you to not use the translocator aggressively, as it is your only reliable escape. Use it to bail you out of a tricky situation, whether that means using it like a tracer recall or quickly traveling vertically up to a high ground.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know your tips and tricks on playing Sombra in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, take care, we'll see you next time.